Hello there. I am Sensei Victoria Whitfield, the world's first business Reiki master. It's my joy to help you as an empathic entrepreneur get and stay grounded and clear in mind, body, and business. So welcome back to another installment of your weekly love letters from the dojo at naturalintuition.com and my blog, victoriawhitfield.com. These are your sources for holistic stress management techniques and guidance for developing your natural intuition. Whether you are looking to improve the quality of your personal or professional lives, let this love letter be your reminder that you are not alone and that together we can make that happen. Right? This is week 4 of 4. We've been at this for 4 weeks, exploring letting go. This fine art and journey of being able to let go finally. Is it letting go of an employee? Is it letting go of a relationship? Letting go of excess weight, right, from your body, right? Or letting go of clutter and stuff in your house and office, right? Or in your car. If you haven't caught the other weeks, go back on YouTube, put my name in, or check me out on victoriawhitfield.com. They're all listed there on the blog, right there, victoriawhitfield.com. This week, though, is our final resting point for letting go. And this is where we step into being someone who is comfortable with letting go. And this is specifically around recycling, right? So week 1 was release, week 2 was receive, right? The courage to receive what we already have. And because of that, we now are capable of being in a state of constant recycling of energy. Now, pause for a second. Next month is July, at the filming of this video, and every July I host a 3-day live oceanside retreat here in New Jersey called the Deep Dive Retreat, Letting Go for Healers. So this whole month, surprise, surprise, we've actually been covering everything that we go through at the retreat. Now, I take people who attend through immersive, interactive experiences of the teachings rather than just you sitting and listening. So if you would love to really anchor the teachings of letting go, grab a friend and join us down the shore in New Jersey every July. But head on over to victoriawhitfield.com/deep dive retreat, all one word, for details on that, right? For the location and all the logistics that you need in order to join us. So we're talking about being someone who is comfortable, always in a state of receiving and releasing, which is recycling. Recycling. Do it with me. Be recycling. Now, with that, it's harder to hold on than to let go. When it comes to energy expenditure, you're working harder, holding on, than letting go. And one of the things that makes letting go so easy is to know that what you're letting go of is going somewhere, right? If you don't know that there's a better place for that employee to be working at, or someone who would love to be with this person, right, or who would love to enjoy that sofa, right, or these books that you've been holding on to as clutter, if you didn't know that, it would only be dependent upon you and your mindset, your perspective, to enter the cycle of life. Now, throughout all of nature, recycling is the status quo. Nature is interdependent. And the way that resources and nutrients and life is shared throughout all of nature is following the cycle. And a great illustration of this is when I was in Sedona years ago, a park ranger explained to me that forest fires are good for forests. That blew my mind. He's like, oh yeah, our forests over here are much healthier than over there in New Jersey because the trees have space to breathe. Every so often, the forest will have a natural forest fire, right? The lightning hits and it ignites the leaves and the brush and then it catches. And the trees with the deepest roots are the ones that remain where the excess is let go. And the reason why this is good is not because, oh, well, only the strongest survive. No. The reason why is because when those excess trees burn down, the ashes nourish the soil, and that's what causes new life to grow so abundantly, right? So where do you, in your life and business right now, need to open to recycling, right? Could it be, an equipment, right, or paper, etc.? You're thinking in terms of physical items recycling, letting go so that you can receive, and so that others can receive those items and make better use of them, right, or take them apart into their components, and then someone else can make better use of them? Or are there practices even, or foods and behaviors that we're engaging in and taking into our bodies, minds, and time that are clogging up the lines? How can you, this week in particular, let those go in a way that is constructive by recycling or upcycling? Could it be donating that food that is no longer healthy for your body, but the homeless could appreciate that, right? Donating that food, getting it out of the house. Or could it be telling your story so that what happened to you in the past no longer has power over you, but instead edifies someone else because they don't have to go through that, right? Because they received your wisdom. So how is recycling coming up for you? And how will you step into being one who does that? My oracle cards are calling in the energy. Angels, can help us out. Indigo angels. It's the deck we've been journeying with all month. What do we need to know about this week? Stepping into being someone who regularly recycles that which no longer serves, right? To help us to let go. Okay. Ooh, hello. Archangel Metatron is the card that comes forward in particular, and I don't normally read, but my guides are telling me read this entry. Archangel Metatron, the first angel on the tree of life in the Kabbalah, keeps those who are newly upon the spiritual path. He oversees indigos, highly intuitive individuals, and ensures that their spiritual gifts stay open and active. Like all archangels, Metatron is unlimited and able to be with everyone who calls upon him. This card asks you to work with Archangel Metatron in your daily life to welcome messages and signs confirming to you that you are perfect no matter what. My guide said, stop. That's what we were looking for. Archangel Metatron's coming forward to let you know that it is safe for you to release whatever's coming up, if it's person, place, thing, or practice, right? And give it to the greater good, right? Release them back into the wild. Because you are perfect just the way you are. And when you give, knowing that it's going somewhere, like recycling, in the form of recycling, it immediately calls to you that type of an abundant blessing. Where someone at a higher vibration who no longer needs that endowment of money, or who no longer needs that amazing assistant, is able to send them your way, or who no longer needs that wonderful man or woman, right? Or doggy, right? If you're a pet parent, who no longer can take them any longer, or their journey has finally come to an end, you get to benefit from them. Now, what's coming up for you hearing all of this? What are you afraid of, especially? Type that in the comments below around what are you afraid of or resistant to around recycling and being someone who's comfortable letting go on a regular basis. Now, again, we're going to go into this in depth at the Deep Dive Retreat in July. So go ahead to victoriawhitfield.com/deep dive retreat and we'll see you there. Ready for it? All right, see you next week.